Hi everyone, this is U.S. immigration lawyer Michael Ashoori, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. And today I'm happy to report some good news regarding immigration. When the opportunity arises to give some good news, I'm very excited about it. So the good news that I want to share with you is that we've been seeing some instances of green card interviews being waived and green cards getting approved without the interview. Now, let me explain what this means. For those of you, for people that are in the United States doing an adjustment of status, there's usually a requirement for them to attend an adjustment of status interview. This is for both employment-based green cards and family-based green cards. The interview is where a USCIS officer will ask various questions to assess the case, assess the merits of the case, and following a successful interview, the person gets their green card. This has been going on for years and years and years, and it applies to both family-based cases and employment-based cases. Now, what we've been seeing is that various cases have been getting approved, both employment-based and family-based cases have been getting approved without an interview. Basically, USCIS has waived the interview requirement on these particular cases. So, a couple of points that I want to mention about that. The first point is that this is not an official policy by USCIS. We haven't been seeing green card interview waivers announced by USCIS as a formal policy. It's just something that we as immigration lawyers have observed from our clients and just different people that have reached out to us and confirmed this. Now, what I want to mention to you is that if I'm speculating, again, if I'm thinking about this logically, I think that we're going to see more of this with employment-based cases rather than family-based cases. And the reason I say that is because employment-based cases for green cards, the interview requirement through the adjustment of status process hasn't been around for as long as family-based cases. There were many years where employment-based green cards didn't require an interview at all for adjustment of status. So that's one reason why I think we're going to see more of this with employment-based cases than family-based cases. Another reason why I think that is because for family-based cases, for example, a green card through marriage, it's harder to determine whether there's fraud without doing an interview. So I think it's going to be harder for family-based cases to get approved without an interview. Again, that's just my speculation. Now, again, this isn't applying to every single case. This is on a case-by-case basis, but it's just good to know that some cases are getting approved where they're actually, because of all these closures that are going on, it's easy to think that because USCIS is closed, that things will slow down and they'll just put a pause on everything. That's what some people would logically assume. So it's really good to know that some cases are actually getting approved without interviews, rather than the alternative, which would be just keeping the case on pause until USCIS offices can open again for handling interviews. So that's one piece of good news that I want to share with you. If you have any questions about that, go ahead and put them in the comments below. I personally check the comments and I would be happy to answer your questions. So just go ahead and put them in the comments below. If you know anybody that can benefit from this information, go ahead and feel free to share this with them, share the video with them. Now that's good news number one. Good news number two has to do particularly with employment-based green cards, specifically with employer-sponsored green cards. And specifically, what I want to talk to you about with employer-sponsored green cards is regarding the labor certification process. When a U.S. employer wants to sponsor a foreign worker for a green card, they have to go through this process called the labor certification. The labor certification is where the U.S. employer shows that they tried to hire a U.S. worker and they couldn't find an adequate U.S. worker that was willing and able to take on the work. This is, that's the labor certification process, and it's done through the Department of Labor. Historically, this process takes a long time. what we've seen is that throughout this coronavirus pandemic, the processing time with the Department of Labor to get an approved labor certification has become much quicker. And where things have taken a long time in the past, the labor certification approval is coming a lot quicker. So that's another important thing that I wanted to share with you. So yeah, across the board, we've been seeing some things that are some happy news to report. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys, I hope this brightened up your day. I hope you found this information helpful. Another thing I want to tell you is that at our firm, we're regularly posting videos, updating our audience on what's going on with immigration, different things that you might be interested in. And the best way for you to be in the loop with everything that's going on and what the information that we're reporting is to subscribe to our channel. So please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Again, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments below. I'm going to be reviewing the comments and I'd be happy to get back to you. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next video.